Hello, and welcome to Twin Flame Reality, the podcast for Twin Flames, with your host, TF Reality. And I'm back again today with a bit of a twin flame message, twin flame talk. We just closed the Lionsgate. So for those of you who did the Lionsgate healing, that's great. So what I'm getting messages from Spirit, from the Twin Flame Light team, from whatever else I've been following, listening, is that since the Lionsgate has closed, we have the possibility of going into a new timeline, a good timeline, a positive timeline. But we have to choose that timeline. And say out loud, kind of like what I do when you repeat what I say, with a clearing or healing, is just say out loud, I choose the new timeline. I am choosing to be in the new timeline. Say it out loud. It's as simple as that. Because what's been going on, I know some of you may not even be familiar with timelines, and I honestly I don't know how to explain it. Basically, we all have, there's different choices, there's different timelines, realities. And I know a lot of you heard me talk about the Mandela effect recently. I don't know, it was about a month or two ago. And what the Mandela effect is we're having different memories. And what that may be related to is that we've been switching timelines. So we're experiencing things from multiple timelines, multiple dimensions, multiple realities. And it's not really a concrete linear thing. So the concept is somewhat hard to explain if you're not familiar with it, if you've never heard it before. So a lot of us who are identifying as twin flames, who are ascending, who are awakening spiritually, have been in multiple dimensions, multiple timelines. But with the Lionsgate, we've cleared stuff. We've gone into, or a lot of us are choosing, whether it's our higher self or consciously choosing to be in this new timeline that's going to help us ascend, that's going to help the planet and help everyone else. But we have to consciously choose this. Even if our higher self has chosen it, say it, that I'm choosing the new timeline. Also, grounding is important for a lot of us right now, because we're still in that, it's hard to come down and back to earth and be concrete to ground yourself in this new timeline, because we've had the solar eclipse energy that was intense. We had the Lionsgate portal that just closed, and there's other things. I'm not huge into astrology, but I know there's all these different things that are bringing us into shifting us and all that. So if you're getting this, understanding the timeline thing, if it makes any sense to you at all, whether it's whether you can rationally, concretely understand it, or if there's just some note that says, yes, I get it. Say it out loud. I choose the new timeline. Ground yourself. I know when you've listened to my clearings and healings in the past, I've suggested or, recommended that you ground yourself after listening. And that's important for us to do right now. Drink lots of water. It's been recommended massage. Have either do your own massage, get a massage from somebody else, even if it's just tapping your hands on your thighs or part of your body. But it's really important now to ground yourself, to connect to this new, I want to say new earth. I don't even know if it's a new earth, if that's the right word, this new timeline. And it's funny, I didn't quite get the timeline thing, but I've been doing a lot of healing, opening up, healing myself in the past several years. And not that I was a miserable person before, but there were things that would just set me off. And a couple days ago, I got an email from something business-wise, and I was shifting between, okay, do I let this totally upset me like I used to, Or do I just choose the new way to do it, just kind of let it go? And I responded to this email and just, I was kind of upset, but not to say I can't be upset by things that happen. I'm still human, even if I've ascended and I'm in the 5th dimension, 7th dimension, or wherever the heck I may be. I am still a human being with an ego and feelings. So I let myself feel it. And then I said, it was funny. I felt this, like, I felt like I was going backwards. And I was going to send something out about it and let other people know. But a couple of people I did know about. But I was going to go back to my own way of thinking that I would do 3 or 4 years ago. And it's funny. I woke up this morning and I said, I'm shifting into the new timeline. And I totally let go of the anger, the negativity associated with this incident that happened. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even think it makes sense to take this issue any further. And if by some chance I do send an email to somebody else and let them know what happened, I'm going to do it very rationally. And I'm going to do it because I want to benefit the people involved, not just because I want to fight for myself and because I felt disrespected. So this is somewhat the change of the timeline, the new timeline, the new reality. It's not necessary. It's not that concrete. It's more about, okay, I am choosing to look at things rationally, to be in this new mindset, to be somewhat, oh my gosh, I'm still not quite grounded, as I'm saying, to be detached. That's the word. To have detachment, because it's those of us who are twin flames, if you're listening to this, you're meant to listen to it. And I'm not going to tell you whether you're a true twin flame, whether you're meant to be in union, whether you're meant to tell your twin flame to go bleep off. That's not what this is about. This is you've identified as a twin flame, and I'm here to help you heal and grow. I'm not focusing on the union or lack thereof, but it's more about you as the twin flame, as ascending, and it's now time to choose to be in the new reality, choose to be in the new timeline. But you have to make that choice, and I can feel the shift. It's funny. It's like I went through, and I was, I don't want to say wobbly, but going back in between those 2 different timelines, the 2 different realities for a couple days. And I could feel like almost like being pulled back into the negative mindset, the negative shift. And it was like this push-pull. And I have decided, not to say I'm not going to be upset by anything ever again. Not that I'm not going to cry. Not that I'm going to tell somebody to go F off that cuts me off in traffic. Because I am human, but I am choosing the new timeline. And the message for you today, this is, the timeline shift. It's for you to choose the new timeline. And if the word timeline, if you're not connecting with that at all, that's fine. I'm choosing a new reality. I am choosing to be happy. I am choosing positivity. However you connect with it, because like I said, this timeline concept, it's not something everybody gets and understands. And I know I get it. I know it's real, but it's hard for me to put into that concrete, what is this timeline, and explain it to you. Or at least that's what I feel. Hey, maybe I explained it and you get it. Or maybe I tried to explain it and you're even more confused than it was in the beginning. But it's reality. It's like, it's like a little bit, it's a little shift. And, I'm hearing timelines and I'm like, I thought it's this shift. It's not necessarily anything concrete. Okay, so the Lion's Gate has closed and we're moving into a higher vibration, a newer timeline, a better timeline. We're choosing positivity. We're choosing a good timeline. But it's a choice. And your higher self may have chosen or may be choosing it. But the message I'm getting from Spirit, the Twin Flame Light team, whoever else is there pushing me to get back into doing these podcast episodes, is telling me that I need to let you know that it's time for you to choose it and to say it out loud. Or write it. You can write it too, but writing it and saying it. But like I said before, when I did a healing session or a clearing session, the vibration of your throat chakra and speaking out, that makes it more real. So stand up, put your feet on the ground, and say, I am choosing the new timeline. I am choosing this timeline that is for my highest and my best. I am choosing to be happy. I am choosing a higher vibration. Okay, I want to thank you for listening to Twin Flame Reality. And like I said in my last episode, I'm back. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I may be doing readings. I may just be doing things like this where I am guided to give you a message. But the timeline, and choose your new timeline, choose your new reality. And I know I might sound crazy. You might think I'm nuts listening to this, but try it. Or if you're choosing it too. It's time for you to choose it too is what I'm getting. All right. Thank you for listening. Remember to follow me on Twitter, TFReality. TwinFlameReality.com. Sign up for my newsletter there. I will at some point be adding events and services and stuff like that. And I know I talked a little bit in this. I'm not the twin flame healer that's going to help you get into union. That's not my purpose. My purpose is to connect with you as a twin flame and give you guidance as being an individual twin flame, not about the relationship with your partner or the lack thereof. Because it's kind of funny when you watch and listen to YouTube videos, you have people that are telling you how to get in union. They're offering services, and I don't know. It's up to you whether that's something for you, whether you buy into it. But then there's other people who have been on the twin flame journey who have just had it, and they're going to tell you it's time for you to let go of your twin flame, to move on. Neither one of those are me. I'm not that type of person. So I'm not going to give you guidance on how to deal with your twin flame, your counterpart, your whatever he or she is, but how to connect, how to deal with being an individual as a twin flame. That's more of what it is. All right. So I'm going to stop rambling. I will be back again soon. I won't wait another month before I give another message. But thank you for listening. Remember, if you like this video, share it, like it on iTunes. Make sure you subscribe to me on either iTunes or YouTube. Actually, if you want to share and like it, that was YouTube. I'm still totally telling you, I'm not quite grounded yet. I'm still connecting to this new timeline, I guess, and rooting and grounded. And gosh, I can't even come up with the right word of what I'm looking for either. All right. Gotta stop talking before I start rambling even more and make less sense than I'm making. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening to all the way to this end of this message. All right, so subscribe on iTunes or YouTube. It's the same message, same episode on both, but some of you like listening on iTunes. Some of you prefer listening on YouTube. All right, have a great Monday, and I will be back soon with another Twin Flame Reality episode. Thanks again.